All right, guys, how's it going? Just a quick reminder, I'm hosting a live stream on here at 1 o'clock UK time this afternoon for about an hour, and it should be the same actually on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well. So if you want to come along for a natter about LFC, please do. It'd be lovely to see you. All right. I've also uploaded a morning briefing to my other YouTube channel, the acknowledgements and just bits and pieces. What I did at the weekend, for example, regarding my trip to Barcelona and stuff. So that's on my other YouTube channel. It's just called Duncan Oldham. The link is in the video description, and it will also pop up on the screen at the end of this video. So, very briefly, I know many of you are not interested in Zubimendi, but his name is in the title of the video, so you didn't have to watch the video, click on it, did you? Basically, I'm just giving another update, very briefly, about Zubimendi, front page of Marca today, as you can see. Zubimendi basically listening listing out for Madrid, Real Madrid, or do you know what I mean, that kind of thing. Basically, the suggestion is that Real Madrid are trying to sign him, despite all the suggestions that he's committed to Arsenal, etc., etc., etc. Obviously, Liverpool tried to sign him. I've kept an eye on him since then, just out of interest. I've always had an interest as to where he's going to end up next. And since last summer, I've had nothing but Arsenal fans attacking me. He turned Liverpool down, so he wants to play for the mighty Arsenal. So I just think it'd be funny if he went to Real Madrid, that's all. Quite frankly, I don't care where he goes. He's not had a very good season, I'll be honest with you, but he is a very good player. And basically, in this article here, and I do believe it was, so it was in Marca and it was in AS, I like to call it AS, because sometimes YouTube thinks I'm talking about AS. In both of those publications today, there was stuff about him, right? Okay, 1 second, right? So this one, Zubimendi leaves the door open. Once you go into the actual article, Zubimendi leaves the door open. The Real Sociedad player puts his move to Arsenal on hold due to a possible call from Real Madrid. He would not play in the Club World Cup if he completes a move to Real Madrid. And this is by Jose Felix Diaz, who you guys will know if you follow my channel is, in my opinion, the closest journalist to Real Madrid. So it's like when we listened to Paul Joyce at the Times. This is what I think of Jose Felix Diaz is. I spoke to him during the Trent saga, if you like, and everything he said was true, whether it was in private communication or whether it was in Marca, right? And basically, he was saying that Arsenal is still waiting for Martin Zubimendi. The final yes hasn't arrived yet, and unease is starting to creep in at the Emirates. The truth is, everything seems set, but things have changed in recent hours, with Real Madrid now entering the picture, as Marca has learned. This move signals genuine interest from the Spanish giants, with both coaches and club directors expressing a desire to bring Zubimendi in as a reinforcement for next season. So far, what has taken place is an inquiry to the players' camp to determine whether a decision or commitment has already been made, and it hasn't. Although it's going to be contradicted, I'm going to tell you something else in a minute. Madrid are aware of this, and now comes the moment to step forward and formally approach Real Sociedad. Talks about Liverpool's offer last summer and a phone call from Barcelona. The midfielder wasn't convinced and decided to stay one more season at Real Sociedad. I guess not wasn't convinced is true, but I think he showed extreme loyalty to his club, to be honest with you. He didn't want to be surrounded by drama, and once he returned to pre-season with his club, he put all exit talk completely aside. But we know he's definitely going to move this summer, right? Because, again, if you follow my channel, a month or two ago, I think I told you that he'd been left out of all of Real Sociedad's pre-season tour promotional materials. I think it's in Japan. And he's obviously their number 4. He's a big name. Why would they do that, right? So he's definitely going to be on the move this summer. Now the scenario is different, and the player appears ready for a change of scenery. Some believed his signing with Arsenal was already done, but that's not the case. In recent days, a phone call has changed everything. The possibility of joining Real Madrid is real, something that had not occurred at any point during the season. What is completely ruled out is if he does make a move, he's playing in the Club World Cup. For now, he is seeking peace of mind and time to choose the best option. Everything is open and nothing is finalised. And then there was an article in AS, I'm not going to bother showing you it. The man from Tolosa keeps an eye on Zubimendi. This is about Alonso. wanting him. Madrid has concluded that Zubimendi is the ideal option to reinforce the midfield. He's worth the effort. And that effort now involves sitting down with Real Sociedad to try to lower the transfer fee. Real Madrid don't even want to pay the release clause. They take the piss, don't they? 60 million euros. It's not an outrageous figure, it says here. And it's no problem for Arsenal, who are willing to pay it in full. But for Madrid, the price is seen as too high. If it comes to it, Madrid will try to reduce the amount by including a player on loan in the deal. I think I mentioned this maybe yesterday when it started appearing again. But I think I got crossed wires with regards to that. But anyway, it says with a player going in a deal. Basically, Real Madrid are trying to save money. This is a move where Alonso will play a crucial role. Madrid can't match Arsenal's financial muscle. Not in the transfer fee and not in the wages offered to the player. But they do have one trump card. Xabi Alonso himself, now on the Bernabeu bench. They worked together previously, as you know, when Alonso was Real Sociedad's manager of the B team. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Zubimendi, I was looking at the years, 2019-20. Zubimendi, who was in his second year with the side, was a guaranteed starter. And then he was promoted to the first team after the lockdowns. And Zubimendi said, last week, I've always said he, Alonso, was my idol and that it was a stroke of luck to have him as my coach in the B team during such an important year. Now they may be reunited at Valdebebas, that's basically Real Madrid HQ, but that reunion depends partly on the players' will. Xabi and Madrid are waiting by action, or perhaps more accurately, by inaction. As long as Arsenal hasn't made the final move, Madrid will remain on the lookout. But the message is from these articles is, and don't forget, Jose Felix Diaz, I listen to what he says, is that Real Madrid don't want to play the full 60 million euros, but we'll let you have a player or whatever. But Zubimendi, if you want to come and play for us, if you haven't signed a deal with Arsenal yet, which I think Real Madrid will know this, right? They must know what's going on. If you haven't signed a deal with them and you're open to coming here, you're going to have to take less money than what's been offered in the Premier League from Arsenal. So Arsenal can offer him much bigger salary than Real Madrid are willing to offer him. I think he will go to Real Madrid. I do. I see him going there. But the only thing is, which is kind of interesting, is that the Athletic today. Why have I not got that? Have I put it on the wrong thing? I updated the members website earlier. All right. Basically, David Ornstein today said that Arsenal regard Martin Zubimendi's move from Real Sociedad as done and signed. Done and signed, not done like when fans say like, oh, that deal's done. Not like signed, done, irreversible. Done to me means you can't get out of it. And Ornstein's saying, no, it's done and signed. And he's expected to report at the start of pre-season. Real Madrid sources say that RMFC never actively pursued the situation. But when was that? Do you know what I mean? Like from what was that? I've made a mistake here somewhere because I thought I posted on the maybe I haven't. Oh. No, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I'll deal with that after this video. Basically, we have on the members website we have we have something called the executive lounge and the scouting department, and then for each transfer that player that we're being linked with, even former player or whatever, I update it and as do others as to the live status. And I thought I'd put on there the exact words from Ornstein today. And he named a journalist from The Athletic that had provided the update. So it's what you believe, really. The Madrid-based media have gone all in today and saying he hasn't signed for Arsenal yet. So they're going to try and get him. Whereas The Athletic is saying it's done and see. I mean, do you know what I mean? Be interesting to see what happens, but I'm kind of confused as to what I have or haven't done on there. I don't know. I do apologise. That's it. Oh, man, I laugh. I will piss my pants if he goes to Real Madrid. If you got Arsenal fans, if you're watching, don't caps lock me to death. Do you know what I mean? But the nastiest supporters I've experienced online, you would think would be from Man United or Everton, wouldn't you? But no, it's Arsenal fans. Anyway, so just from my point of view, I would like to See him go to Real Madrid. It'd be quite funny. Not really bothered though, to be honest with you. I'll leave it with you. All right. So a bit of confusion. Has he signed? Hasn't he signed? What do you think? What do you reckon? Do you reckon he's off there? Well, where's he off? What do you reckon? I'm really looking forward to this one coming to a conclusion because I've followed it all season. It's bored me fucking shitless, to be honest with you. Didn't have a very good season, you know, at Real Sociedad. Didn't play very well this year, I don't think. But he's a very good player. I watched him playing that game for Spain versus Netherlands, the one at the Mestalla. I didn't even fucking realise he was on the pitch, to be honest with you. He's a strange one, isn't he? He's a strange one. I don't know. I can't see Jose Felix Diaz saying he hasn't signed anything if he has. Do you know what I mean? It kind of depends when people put their stuff out. So the Athletic one, for example, when that journalist, the Spanish journalist, chimed in, when did he chime in? Who had the, you know what I mean? So if he said yesterday, no, there's been no approach from Real Madrid, but there was after that. Do you get my drift? It's like, who's up to date? I know you're not bothered. I'm bothered. I want to see him go to Real Madrid. I do, just for shits and giggles. All right, I'll leave it with you. All right. If you found the video slightly entertaining or interesting, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment as to what you think he'll do. I know you don't give a shit, so you don't need to tell me. If you don't give me a shit, why do you tell me? Don't give a shit. Well, why are you leaving me a comment for then if you don't give a shit? I don't want to know about Zubimendi. Well, watching the fucking video for then. So do you know what I mean? And if you want to get me a coffee, hit the super thanks button. I'll give you a shout out in my morning briefing tomorrow. Listen, it might be a bad video, but I'm just telling you what they're saying. And they're saying he's not signed for Arsenal, but the Athletic are saying he has. Very strange, isn't it? Let's see what happens. All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. Don't forget, live on here at 1 o'clock UK this afternoon.